Good morning. I'm Karen Taradas with Social U. It is time for our very last What's Up Wednesday for 2022, where we come to you live once a week to talk about social media tips, tricks, and trends. Madison is begging for a cameo today. Gonna turn this computer around. Don't make me turn this computer around, Madison Bassett. So it's our very last live for the year, and I want to talk about getting ready for next year. How are you going to rock your social media and your marketing plan for 2023? Well, planning truly is the secret. So let's get into it. What Why do you need a plan? Well, for one thing, it provides focus. It helps keep everyone motivated and working together towards the same goal. It provides and promotes teamwork. And I mean, honestly, our team, we're very integrated. We seriously believe in teamwork. It increases morale if everybody knows where they're going and they're working towards a similar goal, and it helps you measure success. So, by having a very specific set of goals and having a plan to get to those goals, you're setting yourself up for a much more successful year. So, that's where you need to start. And when you think about your objectives, you need to think about what does success look like for you? Are you trying to grow your followers? Are you trying to grow your email list? Are you trying to increase awareness for your brand? Do you want to just grow sales? You have to have an objective so you understand if you've gotten there or not. I use the example all the time. You wouldn't just get in your car and wander around and hope you ran into a Target. You better know where it is before you get there. And, Target double meaning. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was clever. You guys keep up. Okay. So let's talk about the different kinds of goals. You've got long-term, 5 years. It might be hire more employees. It might be expand your offerings or services. It might be add merchandise or a store. Long term, 5-year goals. Short term is 90 days. So, what do you need to do right now that will improve your productivity for next year? I can tell you, networking is always a good idea. Developing your personal brand, always a good idea, and get busy on social media. If you have not been active on social media, now is the time. You don't want to wait. I mean, the only day that's better to start than tomorrow is today. Don't wait another minute. Get on there, start branding yourself, start branding your business, and get out there. You're also going to want financial goals, personal and business. You want to build your business credit and you want to build your personal credit so that you have what you need, you have the resources you need. And I like the idea of creating an incentive program for your team. That's been on my long-term goals for a long time. I want to have a more robust bonus structure for our team. And then you also want to have personal goals. What do you want to do to improve your own self? I would tell you that being involved in your community is key. I have never met, for all of the amazing, good morning, Madison, for all of the amazing, extremely competent women that I've met through the Momentum program, every single one of them serves on a board and donates their time to a 501 or a community project. So if you're not currently working in the community, I highly recommend it. And I would say something else that most everybody can use would be more organized. Take a look at your processes, do a process review, ask yourself, does this work? Do I need to edit this? Do I need to improve this? Those are the kind of questions that you've got to ask yourself. So, yeah, planning is the key for success. It really helps everybody to be on the same page. You've got to have long-term, short-term, financial, and personal goals to truly succeed. Now, when you're creating your goals, they're going to look different for everybody. You may not want to create an incentive program. You may be a solopreneur and that's not a thing for just you. You have certain questions you want to ask yourself. So as you're creating your objectives, your goals, your plan, one of the first things you need to ask yourself, does this grow my business? Is this moving me forward? Does this increase my productivity? Because it's really easy to be busy and not productive. I am so super guilty of doing that, especially if I have something I really, really need to be working on. I can find other things to do so easily. What do you mean I'm supposed to be doing this research for this upcoming training program? I'll finish that 5 minutes before it's time to go live. Yeah, I'm the worst about that. I've gotten a lot better, truly, but still, you have to ask yourself, does it increase your productivity? Does this reduce or increase your expenses? Are your expenses where you need for them to be? Does this improve your client experience? Does this enhance your employee experience? I think happy employees are a must because if they're not happy, people don't quit jobs, they quit managers and bosses. So if you're a terrible boss or manager, they're out. So the key to long-term success is long-term happy people. And if your people are happy, your company is happy. I don't like the whole, oh, we're a family here, because that sounds fake and wrong. And every time I've heard that, it has a terrible connotation, because every time I've heard that, basically what it means is we want to take advantage of you and for you to not complain about it. Pay your employees to do what they need to do, give them the tools they need to succeed, and then let them do that. It's not fair to me, again, and I'm going to soapbox a minute about quiet quitting. It's not fair to expect this much work for this much pay. Pay them for what you need them to do and let them do it. Yeah, quiet quitting. Yeah, don't get me started. Okay. Does this promote your employee skill development? I think you should always have training accessible to your folks and yourself. The minute you stop learning new material, you may as well retire. Seriously, you have to constantly improve. And especially in this industry, if I don't read something, learn something, podcast something every single day, like a friend of mine texted me last night, when did Instagram reels go up to 90 seconds? I'm like, they went up to 90 seconds. Holy crap, did I miss a day of reading something? Just like that. So you have to stay on top of things. Do you have objectives for this year? We just talked about goal setting. You just want to make sure that whatever you integrate moves your company forward. And then you want to make sure that anything that you set out for yourself is like a SMART goal. It needs to be timely, it needs to be measurable, it needs to be achievable, realistic. If you want to make $1 million, that's great. That's a great goal to have, but maybe not realistic if your very first year out of the gate, you only did $60,000 in your business. So it does have to be realistic. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm saying it may be a long-term goal instead of a short-term goal. So make sure that you are when you're looking at those goals, make sure you take those things into consideration. And I will say, as like a final caveat, as you create your list, as you review your objectives, make sure, because this is not going away anytime soon, when you're integrating this into your social media plan, are you using user-generated content? Are you using short form video? It's not going anywhere. It's only growing. So if you haven't integrated it into your marketing plan, you're going to get left behind in a big way. Have you planned for increased engagement? Customer service is critical now, and their patience goes down as the internet expands. They want you to respond faster. If you're not engaging your customers when they engage you, they're not going to give you a second chance. Does your plan include Twitter? Maybe skip it this year. I don't know if Twitter's going to make it to 2024. It is a giant dumpster fire over there. So if you have limited resources, maybe that's not where you should spend your money right now. I'm just saying. And check and see if you're using the correct tools and apps to really streamline your processes so that you're doing what works for you instead of doing what you always do. Just because you always do it doesn't mean it's effective, and it doesn't mean you need to continue to do it that way. So that is it for us for this year. We will be back the first week of January. Our office will be closed next week. So for our clients that we work with, of course, one of us will monitor. We always monitor, but we will be closed and unavailable for public consumption next week. We hope you guys have the best holiday season ever. And just like any other time, if you have questions, please let us know. I'm Karen Taradas, and until next time, I'm here to help. Thanks.